So if I remember clearly, Big Brother asked, who did you think was faking? Faking, exactly. And you mentioned. And I said he was faking because with the tears and everything, I was like, no. So that faking, lying, synonym? Faking, exactly. But I never said, oh, your story was wrong and everything.
I read some of your comments and it just gave me so much joy to see that a lot of you literally observed the same things that I was observing on last night's Big Brother Bbnaija reunion show. And listen, guys, I just want to tell you all that I really greatly appreciate your contributions to my reviews, because to be very honest, when I tell you people that, hey, Glory Elijah does not know it all, and please drop your thoughts in the comment section below. You know, whenever I use that line, I mean it, because sometimes what I see, you people might, let me say what I do not see, you guys might be seeing it. So listen, your comments have been giving me joy, so much joy of late, and based on that, let's talk about how the show went last night. Before I continue this video, guys, listen, you must not miss out on tomorrow's YouTube live stream. It's a tradition that we uphold on this channel, on Frankly Speaking with Glory Elijah. We do this every Saturday, 3 p.m. WAT, or you can call it 1500 WAT. So whichever part of the world you are, guys, you do not want to miss out on my Saturday YouTube live stream, okay? Saturday is tomorrow, so please, whichever part of the world that you are located, please use Google Word Clock, okay? Just type into Google, oh, what's the 1500 WAT according to your own region's time, okay? So that you do not miss out, because guys, you do not want to miss out on tomorrow's conversation. It promises to be very, very exciting. It promises to be very, very fun. It promises to be very, very entertaining, and most importantly, insightful. So in my last video, I kept on saying that the show was all about new doing this, new lying, new betraying Prince, new betraying Praise, you know. And the fun part of last night's show was that Ebuka spent so much time drilling you with questions, trying to draw answers from New. Like, guys, New was on a hot seat, and the way he was sweating the way he was sweating, it showed that New was under so much pressure. Like, it's been a long time. In fact, I can't even remember seeing New sweat that way, even whilst they were still in the lockdown mansion. Dude was under so much pressure. He was lying so much. He was trying to defend himself. He was trying to give a lot of explanations, some of which made sense, some of which did not make sense. In as much as I was really upset with him at most of the things that he did, guys, I felt really, really sorry for him, because at the end of the day, I was just asking myself all over again, how come Ebuka is expending so much energy with this particular conversation? How come? But then, still referring back to the Erica and Lacon's conversation, everybody was just receiving AC in the studio. Everybody was chilling and receiving fresh air. Nobody was sweating. I mean, the questions were not tough. I mean, Ebuka literally handed over the hosting duties to Erica. So Erica was basically the person asking the questions sometimes and just the one giving the explanations the way she deemed fit. And the rest of the housemates, they were quiet. But for the past 2-3 days now, the studio, that set, has been really, really hot. Very, very active, very, very engaging, very, very interactive. Every single person is talking. All the housemates, they have an opinion about what Ebuka is asking about. Everybody has a perspective. People were even allowed to even laugh. But during the Erica and Lacon's brief conversation, it was as if the housemates were even scared of laughing. I'm wondering, like, what is going on? But as usual, what I'm going to say is, hey, the reunion has not ended yet. So let's keep our fingers crossed and see if there will be a continuation of that Lacon and Erica's conversation on the show. Before the reunion ends, at least let us know if Ebuka is going to play more videos, bring out more receipts of a lot of the things that happened in the house. And remember, guys, we still haven't heard conversations about the Erica and Kidwaya saga in the house. We still haven't heard more conversation. In fact, there's still so many things that Ebuka needs to uncover for us, and we're hoping that he would do justice to all of these questions that the viewers of the show are raising. Okay, moving on, let's talk about the nomination process for the Big Brother Bbnaija show, okay, with reference to how New nominated his friend Praise, and then Praise got evicted. The first things that we should accept is that for the audience, Big Brother Bbnaija is an entertainment venture. For the organizers, Big Brother Bbnaija is a business venture. For the housemates, Bbnaija is definitely a competition. It is a game, and us, the viewers, were there to derive entertainment or pleasure from being entertained. The organizers are there to cash out, to make their money. Yes, and possibly, if you want to put it this way, help elevate the lives of some youths who have been selected to participate in their social experiment. Okay, now for the housemates, it is a competition where they have to show their intelligence, their strength of character, and the rest. Physical strength as well also counts to win a certain amount of money. And in that regard, a lot of things are at stake. Relationships are at stake, friendships are at stake, people's integrity sometimes is at stake, people's strength of character sometimes is at stake, and the also bloody part of it is the nomination process. That is one of the most difficult parts of the game. If you ask every ex-housemate that has participated on the show, they will tell you that, oh, during the week they're very, very excited, but the 2 days and the 2 activities that they dread the most in the house is the nomination process and the eviction day. Because on that nomination day, even though you've been able to build up a relationship or a connection with your fellow housemate in the house during the week, that is the day that, whether you like it or not, you have to betray somebody in that house. Guys, it's inevitable. Whether this person is your lover or whether one thing happens, or you just have to betray somebody in the house. The only way you can wriggle your way out of it is if the person you like the most in the house, or if your lover is not up for nomination, period. That is one of the only ways that you can literally wriggle your way out of it. Anything aside that, you just have to play ball, because it is a game at the end of the day. Sometimes you see that most of these housemates, they try as much as possible not to nominate the person they like, you know, so they go into the diary room, they do not mention the person's name, but your own nomination alone will not be enough to save somebody. Look at it this way: there are 20 housemates in the house, and at least 4 people have to be up for nomination for possible eviction, or have to be nominated for possible eviction. So everybody is nominating, and in your mind, oh, I like this person a lot, I do not want to see this person go, so let me not nominate the person. You are just one out of 20. So your own nomination alone could not possibly keep that person, but it could possibly eliminate the person, or in some very, very rare cases, save the person. So I feel like that was what happened to all the housemates, not just Neo and V. But in Neo's own situation, why people were very, very upset with Neo was because of how much he dramatized Praise's eviction. Guys, even for me, I felt like that was over the top. That was just way too much. That was Neo doing too much, or just probably trying to draw attention to himself. But then Ebuka gave an explanation last night, which completely made a lot of sense to me. Picture this. On a scale of preference, V was the most important person to Neo in the house, because of course they were in a relationship or situationship. So he could not put up V for eviction. And then there was Wathoni, and then there was what's his name? I think, is it Prince? I can't really remember the name of the other person that was up. But then, guys, Neo had no relationship whatsoever with Wathoni in the house. But then for him, he felt like what's his name? He felt like Praise was loved by everybody, and so everybody might possibly save Praise. Okay, then Trickity, yeah, Trickity was the guy that was also up for eviction with the other 2 ladies. So for him, he felt like Trickity had a very, very close circle in the house. Trickity did not really have a lot of relationships in the house, so Trickity was the one that definitely needed saving. And for me, I felt like, okay, in as much as this is a game, you could have just spared us that explanation and just said that, hey, you're just being strategic with your choice. However, guys, moving on to how Neo reacted after Praise was evicted, after Ebuka called Praise that he had been evicted. Ebuka's explanation was that, okay, fine, Neil had done his calculation. In his mind, he had calculated that, okay, if I pick up this guy and leave the other people who do not really have relationships in the house, to spare them, you know, to stay in the house, then maybe every other housemate in the house that has a good rapport with him could save him, you know. But what Neil did not know was that every other housemate in the house was already seeing Praise as a competition, as a threat, because he was one of the most active housemates. He was the one that was always trying to control the crowd, carry everybody along. He was always used to be in charge. He likes being in charge. But then, as I said, according to Ebuka's explanation, Neil's prediction or Neil's calculation went wrong. So Neil shouting and wailing like that could probably be from sorrow. Could probably be from disappointment that, oh, his calculation did not just click the way he had predicted. When Ebuka gave that explanation, I couldn't help but agree. However, the reason why people did not really agree or believe that Neil was feeling bad about that was because by himself, he nominated Praise. But then if you want to make a case for Neil, one could say that, oh, it was a nomination process. Initially, the lockdown housemates, they were nominating their fellow housemates with their hearts. You know, they were nominating sentimentally. They were nominating emotionally. Oh, if I quarrel with this person today, that's the person I will nominate. If I quarrel with this person tomorrow, that's the person I will nominate. Not knowing that that person that they are nominating because they had a quarrel with that person literally has like an army of voters outside the house. So they were not focused on the game at the initial start of the game. They were not focused. They were all just, you know, living freely, eating freely, doing whatever they wanted to do freely. It was much later in the game that they started realizing that, wow, the people that they were not even paying attention to at all, they are the ones that are just comfortably sitting in the house because they were not having quarrels with those people. And those are the people that were now, you know, moving up the radar until they got to the third week, and third to the final week, second to the final week, until they got to top 5. You know, so it came as a big shock to them, but then at the end of the day, it was just too late because they had already messed up their strategies from the get-go. And then about the conversation of Neil saying what he said about Prince, you know, towards his dad, I really love what V said. And guys, to be very honest, get you a girlfriend like V. Get you someone you're dating that is going to tell you the truth to your face without fear of anything. I completely love V's take on that, you know, because even while she was watching her man being dragged, she was watching a man being drilled with so many questions, it was very, very obvious that V was exhausted. I mean, at some point, it felt like she was just completely ashamed of the whole situation because it was very obvious Neil was lying. And instead of him to just own up to his truth, he was just looking for other lies to cover up the lie, and then it became a bigger whooping lie. So it was just very obvious that V was tired, she was drained, she was exhausted, she felt sorry for her boyfriend, but there was no way she could come to his aid other than saying the truth, because V, of all people too, is very, very blunt. She's the blunt queen, as she's called, and that was why Ebuka told her that, V, you're a very, very honest person. Just tell us your take on this matter. And then she had to just say her truth.
To be honest, I think Prince's anger is warranted. I would be angry if I was in his shoes too. I feel like Neil should straight up apologize.
So the interesting part is she actually blamed Neil for saying what he said about Prince towards his dad. And then I also love the fact that she mentioned again that when she knew about the Neil and Praise's saga, that she was very, very mad at Neil, because for her, why would you nominate someone and then the person was evicted, regardless of how you felt? Just sit down and keep quiet. Why did you have to be so dramatic about it? So according to V, she actually lashed out at Neil. Probably they did that outside the house. But guys, as I said, get you a girlfriend like V. Guys, this wasn't intended to be a lengthy video. I just thought I should shed more light on the nomination process for of the Bbnaija show. So let me know about your thoughts in the comment section below. As usual, like right now, you guys are my muse, man. You guys are my muse. I love it when you guys comment on my videos. It gives me a lot of inspiration. So please, I am looking forward to more comments from all of you. Let me know what you think about the nomination process. Let me know what you think about Ebuka's style of drilling Neil. last night, because to be very honest, the way what I said on this video, that was the way I felt. So I would like to know how you guys felt about that as well. So go ahead, pump it all down in the comment section below, and I will definitely respond to all of you. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. Remember, on this channel we have our YouTube live stream. Another thing is, hey, if you want to be a part of my panel of conversationalists tomorrow, please send me an email. My email address is fswglory@gmail.com. If you want to show your face to the rest of my viewers and talk about what we're going to be talking about tomorrow, please send me an email, and then I will do a selection process, and you just might be the person. Okay, I need about 5 people. Yes, I need 5 people. So if you want to be a part of those 5 people, send me an email. Okay, fswglory@gmail.com. TGIF, and have an amazing Friday. Bye.